I am so excited today. I'm gonna meet with my friend Goldy. She is a rock star. She is the queen of DIY. We're gonna go help a single mother today, Susie, and her little boy, Khalid. We're gonna do a little sprucing up of a room in her home. And since she has a little boy around the same age as my boys, I'm gonna make him a sweet treat. My famous chocolate chip cookies. Now, they're not exactly the healthy norm that I usually do. However, it's good to indulge every once in a while. For this recipe, here's what you need. Flour, sugar, brown sugar, semi-sweet chocolate chips, milk chocolate chips, baking soda, kosher salt, eggs, vanilla, and butter. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat our oven to 375 degrees. So while that's getting nice and hot, we're gonna go ahead and start mixing our ingredients together. I'm gonna start with my dry ingredients. I'm gonna take 2 1/4 cups of white flour. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Now this is my secret ingredient. There's something about the texture of the kosher salt that really gives it a really good flavor, that salty and that sweet. Normally you would use a regular iodized salt. You can even use the sea salt, but I like kosher salt. Go ahead and just give that a quick little stir there. And now we're gonna move on to our wet ingredients. I already have 1 stick of softened grass-fed butter in here. You know how much we like the grass-fed butter. And I'm gonna add a 2nd stick. And it's important to let it get to room temperature so it's nice and soft, so it combines really, really well. I'm gonna add 1 cup of brown sugar. You can use dark brown or light brown, depends on the intensity of the flavor. I'm currently using a light brown sugar, and I'm using a good old white sugar, 1 cup. So before we mix, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we are just gonna give it a quick little stir here to combine. Okay, now we're gonna add in 1 egg at a time. And I've mentioned before, I'm not much of a baker. I think it's because you gotta follow the steps of the ingredients to a T, and you really can't veer off course too much. But I love a good cookie recipe. Let's get that 2nd egg in there. Okay, we have the wet ingredients mixed together. So I'm just gonna slowly get my dry mixture in there. And I'm going to beat it in between. You don't want to put too much flour, especially it'll just start splattering all over you. That vanilla makes it smell so good. Pretty soon, my kids will probably run in here and want to steal a bite. But raw cookie dough, don't recommend it. Be sure to get all the little side areas as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in a cup of milk chocolate chips and a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I like using the combination of the two. It really gives the cookie a delicious flavor, and it steps it up a notch. So it's not the traditional milk chocolate or dark chocolate only. Got a little variety in there. Give it a quick little stir. Get those chocolate chips evenly distributed in there. And now I'm going to be using a stone baking sheet. Now you can use any baking sheet you like. I just happen to be very fond of these. They're a little bit more high maintenance. You can't wash them with soap, so you use hot water, very hot water to kill everything, and use a scraper to scrape it off. But it's non-stick, it cooks evenly. It does take a little bit longer to cook on these pans, but they are so worth it. It is just the best, delicious cookie you ever had. So I'm gonna take a nice round tablespoon, and I'm just gonna drop it right there on my pan. Now, this made about 3 to 5 dozen cookies, depending on how big you like them. So dropping those round tablespoons onto my pan. Space them out about 2 inches or so apart. All right, so as you can see, we have quite a bit left in our pan, but again, we are just going to save it and freeze it for later. And the kids will be happy when they come home from school one day, and I'll make them some fresh cookies by just taking it out of the freezer. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my preheated oven. Again, it's at 375, and you just wanna eyeball these cookies. They can cook anywhere from about 12 to 15 minutes or so, depending on the pan that you use. and how brown you like them. So definitely keep an eye on them. I'm gonna pop them in my oven. Ugh, these smell so delicious. I'm gonna let them cool on the pan for about 2 to 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna transfer them to my cooling rack. So you can get any cooling rack you like. This one just happens to have a stand on it. And it's important to use a cooling rack because it gets even cooling. It gets underneath. I found that this little tool works better than a spatula. I'm not sure why, but I think it's just the scraping motion. I'm gonna go ahead and check one of my cookies to make sure. Oh yeah, they should easily slide off the pan onto your scraper. And again, this is the perfect little size because it's holding it perfectly. And I'm just gonna let them cool on the rack. And voila. Now, little fun fact about me, I like to use colorful packaging. You can use tins, a gift bag, anything nice, fun, and bright. Okay, I'm just gonna stack a couple cookies in here on my wax paper. Just cut them in sheets here. And I went ahead, added a little personal touch on there for him. He is going to love this, and it is a fun little treat for him. There you have it, cookies in a box. I am so happy that you guys are finally gonna meet my friend Goldy. She is a rock star, a wrestler, a DIY expert. What is she not?
We are here to fix your wall. You had some issues with your wall, some pipes broke.
Yes.
Right?
The water is flooded.
The water was everywhere,
Yes.
it flooded. That's okay. We got you. You got this, girl.
A few weeks ago, when I wake up for Khalid's school, we saw a lot of water on the floor. And then I saw the wall down. The plumber stopped just the water. So I come back in 1 week from Cuba. And exactly in that time, Goldy called me about the program, and she said we can do together this issue.
I promise you, we're gonna make amazing wall today. It's gonna be awesome. I got a gift for you. Check this out.
Oh,
right?
wow, thank you.
You truly are an inspiration. We're gonna get to work painting this wall. Always wrangle as many friends as you can to help when you're painting. Michelle, come on in here. Look at this. She is also. Okay, just put some plastic down and we'll be right back with you. You ready?
Okay,
Come on.
I'm ready.
Let's push it. So here we go, lift this up. Come on, you guys walk that on over to the couch, and thank you so much. This is a really easy way to take off. It's just a Phillips little torque. The torque is good for the soul. Take your outlet covers off. Take your light switch covers off. It takes a few seconds, but that's how you get a really pro finish.
That girl, Goldy, she is very talented at what she does. Not only she's an entertainer, but she is a perfectionist at home improvements and helping others out.
I'm excited about getting your wall done. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited because I like to do my family parties here, but I cannot to do that because look at that wall.
It's not that bad, but we're gonna
Yes.
get it perfect right now. When you're doing any painting, buy a good brush. Invest in a great brush that actually costs money and is quality. Because if you don't, all the bristles are gonna fall out, they're gonna get stuck in your wall, and you're gonna be angry. You don't want that.
Okay.
Boom. Okay, so get a good brush, and when you're painting, don't do what I just did. Paint only to here, and don't get it all up onto here.
Okay.
So keep it easy breezy and clean, like you would your makeup brushes. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, so Susie's doing this with a very beautiful light touch. She's got a really nice manicure, great nails. A lot of ladies do. I don't, so I'm gonna actually step in because I don't have that, and move on over, girl. All right, you're up. You're gonna grab some stuff with Michelle. Here's my edge. You wanna get in there. You wanna really make it count. We're not trying to impress anybody here. You wanna take your edge if you're gonna get close to the wall on the top of the baseboard. It's at a little bit of an angle. wipe up all of the mess from the sanding. You want to get this all clean and off. We don't want any of this getting caught in either the paint or the tape. We're gonna actually talk about taping and the proper way to tape. When you're doing corners, you want to cut it at a 45-degree angle so that you can get right into the corner and make it flush. And it's gonna be a nice, clean, pro line.
Okay.
This is the blue tape. It peels off really, really nicely. Okay? It's kind of like flossing. Come on over here to the top. Yes, awesome. Drop it, fold it, tuck it.
Okay.
Done?
Done.
Easy. Okay.
Okay.
This is some caulking. The biggest thing about this caulking is it's paintable, okay? Any old caulking is not gonna do. You wanna actually have caulking that you can paint or you're gonna have mess. So you can paint over this. There's a crack in the baseboard.
Okay.
So maybe the water caused that. Who knows? We're gonna fix it today.
Okay, good.
Now, I'm gonna go in here and I am going to wedge that in. And I'm just gonna pretend this is some toothpaste. And I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna fill in your crack with some caulking. And then you know what the next step is? I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go in here and wipe and kind of fill it in, smooth it out, wipe it off. Keep this towel separate so that you're not putting it anyplace else. And we're gonna repeat the step. Remember, you can't ever do a bad job or do it wrong, you just try. That's good. Just keep doing things in little steps, chipping away at it until you get the results that you want. So there you go. Michelle is still finishing up the taping. We got all of our prep work done. We sanded the baseboard. You even caulked.
Yeah.
How easy was that?
It's very, very easy.
Even?
I love it because I cannot remove my nails. So this is very, very fun and easy.
It is fun.
I pay a lot for somebody to do that. Well, now I can to do.
We did it.
Yes, we did it.
And you even helped me tape. Easy prep. We got it done in no time without one broken nail.
No, Goldy is all about empowering others, especially women, to do it themselves, which is something I definitely appreciate. To learn to do that craft, a home improvement project around your house that you've been putting off for so long, to really show how easy it is. But it's not even that she fixes people's homes, she fixes their hearts. She really has that way of getting connected with who she's working with and really it really warms your heart and soul.
You can use that one, and I'm gonna use this one.
Hey, Goldy.
Oh, you changed. You look good.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yes,
You
I'm
always
ready.
look great.
Oh, somebody knocked the door. Let's go.
Hi, hola, I'm Stacy. I'm a friend of Goldy's. I brought some chocolate chip cookies and some paint. You ready to get started?
Of course.
All right, let's go.
Tag team.
Hey guys.
Aw,
Way
you
to
made
join
it.
the party. I brought the paint.
Thank you so much.
So good to
Oh,
see
nice to see you
you.
too.
Did, and I made some
Can you
cookies.
tell us like what your thoughts
Yeah, so I went with a creamy white. It's a real matte color. You have some blue undertone. We want to get rid of that. We really want to brighten this room up and add a nice, bright, solid color. And a creamy white's really going to do that. So I'm excited. Let's get started. But first, I got to take these shoes off because I can't paint in these, so. So Susie, so I noticed when we came in again, we had a lot of blue in here and you do have some darker tones in the room as well.
Yes.
So I think it would really be pretty. I know you had a mirror. Let's keep that mirror in. Let's get some botanicals. Let's get maybe a plant in the corner, something nice, something earthy. We can get some sconces on the wall just to really kind of make this a nice, welcoming space for you to host your family gatherings.
Yeah.
Yeah, sound like a good idea?
Yeah, perfect. Good.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. All right, so Goldy's starting painting for us. What can we do? What can we do to help?
I am actually cutting in with Michelle first, and then I'm gonna give you both a roller, and you're gonna actually start painting. Now, I know that you have a lot of DIY experience and have done a ton of this. Tell me, in your best opinion, do you like to roll up and down? Do you roll up and down at a little bit of an angle? How do you do it? And I'll tell you my way.
Well, we all have our different trades and our different techniques. And again, rolling up and down is always just that good solid kind of cleaning. Going around with the corners is a great idea because you're really getting those fine-tuned crevices that you can't reach with a roller. And I also want to point out how light she is with her hand. She's doing an even strokes. With her hand, she's not changing the consistency, so it's not hard strokes versus soft. She's staying very consistent with it. That way she's getting that even base coat. It's gonna look amazing.
Okay.
So I've erred and I've gotten some paint on your baseboard. Even though we're gonna come back and paint these baseboards, I still wanna make sure that I do a great job. Hand me one of those rags over there. And I got a little tiny bit on the baseboard. I'm just gonna wipe that off. Look, we're done. Attention to detail. You just wanna make sure if you make a mistake, you don't leave it till the next morning. Fix it right on the spot. Magic.
All right, come on, Susie. So we're just gonna dab a little bit of paint in here. You really don't wanna get too much on. And we're just gonna follow along the baseboard line, just like Goldy said.
So like this.
Yep, just go up and then you can just take that excess and just kind of go up from it. And again, it's okay to get it on this blue part. There we go. And we're just gonna paint it out.
Fluid motions that seam everything together.
It's actually looking really nice.
It's looking really good, and this color is really
very
brightening
pretty.
up this room. Especially if you have a darker area, you want a really pretty light color because it's gonna reflect that light and it's gonna even give the illusion of a bigger room as well.
Yes.
So when you put it, a lot of people put the mistake of putting the darkest color in a dark room and it actually swallows up the room. So getting a nice, really good neutral color in here is gonna just give that refresh that you're looking for.
Yes, I like this color.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, now Susie, there are a couple spots on the wall that I noticed that the paint underneath was a little bit heavier, so we definitely wanna make sure we get a good second coat on that. So this area by the window, wanna go ahead and get the roller, do a little bit more, and it's gonna be good to go. That way, when you step it back and the light hits it, you're gonna see an even color and not some dark spots come and shine through. So we'll go ahead and hit the roller a little bit more on that spot.
So now I can paint all my house.
You know, and sometimes even if it's a paint party for one, turn some music on. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
It really is a therapeutic experience.
That's true. With my son too.
Yeah, get your son involved. My kids love to paint too. And with them, you don't even worry. You can go in and kind of touch it up later, but let them have fun with it. It's really important to empower our kids too, because we were talking about everybody's hiring people out. But if you start from
Start from
time they're
scratch,
little,
from
start
scratch.
from scratch, and you get them going now, they're gonna do great things later on.
Khalid, want to try?
Come on, Colleen, you wanna come paint? All right, so I'm just gonna give you this little one, and we're just gonna help your mom here. We're gonna just take a little bit of paint here. I'm gonna come over here, we're gonna stay on the plastic. Are you right-handed or left-handed? You're right? Okay, so you're gonna take this here, and you're just gonna roll it on the wall, just like that, and just go nice and up and down motions, all right? I'm gonna take my hand away and let you go. All right, just go right up, yeah.
Mi hijo para mi vida es una motivación muy grande. Yo creo que la mayoría de madres saben qué se siente, ¿no? Yo veo a Khalid y lo veo un niño feliz. Ese ha sido mi propósito todos estos años. No engañarlo que la vida es felicidad, porque no es así. Y él sabe nuestra situación. Yo he hablado con él abiertamente y aún así él me dice que él es feliz, que yo soy lo mejor que le ha pasado en su vida. Imagínate, solamente tiene 7 años y es lo mejor que le ha pasado en su vida. Y para mí eso me llena, ¿no? De que ha valido la pena. Wow, good job, Papi. Muy bien.
All right, so now you got an extra hand here. I'm a working mom too, so I gotta get going, pick up the kids, but it's been an absolute pleasure. I will come back tomorrow. I can't wait to see the final product.
Thank you for making
Oh,
time to
absolutely.
come in
I had
and
the best time.
and for bringing all the
Oh,
paint
you
and
are
everything.
so welcome. It was my pleasure. Hey, Khalid, high five. Good job, buddy.
Thank you,
Susie, I'll see you
Stacey.
tomorrow.
Amen.
I'm so excited for you. This is going to be a really nice transformation, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Yes, of
All right.
course. See you tomorrow.
So it looks like we're nearing the finish line with the paint. We're about done. We're gonna let that dry overnight. We'll come back and we'll take the tape off and you'll see an absolutely perfect, flawless wall. Really close. And again, thanks to Stacy. From scratch, brought a lot of really great things to the table today. How you doing? You almost done?
I'm already done.
What about that? Oh, that was me. You gonna get me back? That's a little much. All right, I'm ready. Nose.
Not too much.
I'll get it back to you.
Okay.
Well, that was a little much.
Oh my God.
That was a little more than I bargained for. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Way to have the family involved. Look.
Wow.
Okay. You dig it? I dig it.
So good.
Everybody, we let the wall dry overnight.
Nice.
Left the windows open for proper ventilation, remember that. We are gonna take the tape off, nice clean line, and then we're gonna tend to those baseboards. We're gonna come back next week for that.
Nice.
What, you like it?
Yes, I
What'd you-
like it.
You dig it? You dig it?
Yes, I did.
It looks amazing. It really opened up your space. It really gives it illumination in here. It's just a
Yes, I
simple
love it.
color, but it opens it up so
do.
much.
What's absolutely beautiful is you did this yourself.
Yeah.
In a couple of hours, people, a couple of hours, DIY. You are so empowered and just taking the beauty to the next oomph
you.
level. She did this. Cost a couple bucks.
Yes, and I have more ideas for my house.
You do.
Yes.
And
That's what we want.
That's the cool thing is now you can go do this to any room,
Yes.
to your upstairs hallway, to a bedroom, to the kitchen. You don't need to pay anybody. You don't need to
That's
rely on anybody because she's got the talent right here.
Thank you so
Tú puedes.
much. Yo puedo, gracias.
It's good. Come on, give me a hug. Thank you guys for your
Thank
time.
you.
So sweet. Look great. I love it.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, wait, don't leave her hanging.
Dame cinco.
Let's get this tape off. You are just gonna very gently pull upward in one fluid motion, watching the whole time to see if any paint is sticking to the wall. You and your nails, girl. You know what this reminds me of? Snowballs in Minnesota.
Last week.
Yeah. We got it.
Yeah, bravo.
Yes, muy bien.
That's good.
Wow.
You got it.
Whoa! Thank you. Is this from you? From
Yeah, for him.
Yeah. Can we open it?
Yes, of course.
Nice. Oh my God! Where did you get this?
From Cuba.
I love it.
Look at this. Did you see your wrapper? It's beautiful. You are so thoughtful.
Thank you.
To think of us. Thank you.
Very glad. Thank you.
Look at this. This is absolutely amazing that somebody would think to take the time. You know, this is what it's really about. Like, what a beautiful, fun project, and you get to know somebody else and their culture. Now you know how to do all this,
Yes.
and you know how to do this. Go over and help somebody else. Thank you for your help.
Yes,
Stacey. Thank you for
It's been
coming in
my
and
pleasure.
contributing.
I had a great time.
Because you're amazing. Thanks. Got something great. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited to receive that phone call from Goldy. I loved hearing from her. She was so sweet to invite me to come along and to assist with Susie in her house and her home improvement. She's incredible at what she does, and I can't wait to work with her again.
Yeah, she's great at touching hearts and inspiring others.
She really is.
Esta experiencia que yo viví me ha despertado aún más, ¿no? En decir, oh, mira, puedo hacer diferentes cosas, puedo hacer lo que yo me proponga, ¿no? Y que vengan otras personas y que te digan, estás haciendo un muy buen trabajo, sigue adelante. Eso te motiva mucho. Y estoy muy, muy agradecida por esta oportunidad. Gracias, Goldy. Gracias a Stacy, a todos ustedes que me dieron esta oportunidad. Soy realmente bendecida y espero verlos pronto.
Hey, nice to see you again. I'm back. I brought my bandmates with me this time. Say hi. Hey guys.
Hey.
Girl, we're all done. Thank you again for letting us into your home. Hey, I have to tell you, we have a couple of shows in the Inland Empire, and there's one tonight. So what do you say? We want to invite you? Huh?
Yeah.
Invite you to come? You come?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
I will
good.
there.
All right, done.
Oh, but now I have some pan dulce. So
Oh.
you want?
Twist my
Yeah.
arm. Let's
Okay,
go. Where
let's
is
go.
it? What's up? I'm gonna get some of this. Come on, you guys. I know that's not gonna be a stretch for you.
got a friend to show you how. You got a friend. Whoa. You got a friend to show you how. You got a friend. Whoa. You got a friend to show you how. Thank you.
Support for this program is from viewers like you. Thank you.